Hi and welcome to another Digital Noir tutorial. Today we're going to have a quick look at Google Analytics. Every single site we build for our customers, we provide an install of Google Analytics. In a nutshell, Google Analytics lets you see how many people have been coming to your site, where they've been coming from, and what they've been looking at. So essentially, once you open it up and we provide all the details on how to set it up, you'll see what's called your dashboard. And usually it will open up with an audience overview. This gives you a really quick snapshot of the past month, which you can see up here in the top right corner, the date picker. So we've got August 3 to September 2. And if we hover over that, we could change that to be the last 2 months. Hit apply. And that will show us the traffic from July 1st to September 3rd. And down here in the chart, we can see that traffic. And this is each day here. So if I hover over this, Monday, July the 8th, 89 visitors. Friday, July 12th, 67, and so forth. Now, you can go quite deep into this section and add notes for each of these days. Perhaps you had a marketing campaign, but I'm not going to go into that much detail now. This is just sort of a simple overview of what you can do with analytics. So one cool thing that you can do up here in the date picker is compare it to a previous period. So we picked the 2 months here, July 1st to September 3rd. It'll automatically compare it to the 2 months before that. You could do it to the previous year, or you could do a custom one yourself. But let's compare it to the previous period. Okay, so now what we have is on the blue line, we have the current last 2 months. And then with the orange line, we have the 2 months before. So down here, just below the chart section, we can see a few other statistics. So we had a 46.37% rise in visitors over the last 2 months. So 3,551 versus 2,426. So that's a really telling figure if your traffic's been going up, and obviously on this site it has been. The average visit duration, however, has gone down, although a 9-minute duration here looks quite high. So you can go in and start looking at some of these statistics and start analyzing how your site's doing. So I'm just going to quickly jump through into some other sections now. So we can click down here on the left-hand side of the menu. We've got demographics. So we can look at the location where people have viewed the site from. Overwhelmingly Australia, and then you go down the list. Sometimes it's quite bizarre actually when you see where in the world people have been finding you. We can look at the behavior of the visitors. So for example, new visitors versus returning visitors. So we've had a 46% rise in new visitors. During the most recent period, we have 2,000 new visitors and 1,000 returning visitors. During the previous period, we had 1,000 new visitors and 1,000 returning. So there's been a rise in 1,000 new visitors over those 2 months. You can look at what browser and operating system people have been finding you. Overwhelmingly Chrome, which is a good thing. Safari, Internet Explorer, those people probably should get Chrome. And then you can see if they've been looking at mobile devices, which is important, especially if you've used one of our responsive web designs, which will look great on a mobile. It's nice to see how many people are actually looking at it on mobile. And you can see here that quite a large percentage has been looking at it on a mobile device, which is a pretty common trend these days. And then there's some custom settings. We're going to go down and have a look at traffic sources now. So traffic sources will tell you how people got to your site. So we can see here that the blue part of the pie chart is search traffic. Green is referral traffic. So that's either from a link or from an email campaign or from Facebook. Orange is direct traffic. So this is just an overview. If we come over here and click on sources, we can see of all the traffic a breakdown. So the largest percentage came via Google, then direct, then Facebook referrals, mobile Facebook referral, then Facebook, a Google referral, Bing, a link from someone else, Mainline Plumbing for this. So you can go through then and really break down where people are coming from, which again is great if you've done a marketing campaign, if you've shared a link with someone, if you've done a new Facebook campaign, you can see exactly, okay, and we could still come up here and then let's just turn off the comparison. For example, if we'd run a campaign for the last week on Facebook, we can then apply that and we can see exactly how many people came via Facebook when we were running that campaign. So it's really handy if you're running a marketing campaign and want to see how well it's done and work out a return on investment as well. Let's go down here to search engine optimization. So this is where you'll be able to see what terms people have been searching in Google to find you. And we will link this up to a Google Webmaster account. Let's just have a look at a larger section here. So this is really important, and you can go down and look at 5,000 rows worth or more of all the keywords that people have been typing in to find you. So that's very important. Let's have a look at content. Content will show you what pages in your site people have been visiting. So in this example, this is homegiraffe.com.au, one of our clients. They have a very large site with a large number of pages. This is a great tool here for them to go through and see which pages have been getting the most traffic out of their site, which then can give them an idea of what articles are working, what businesses have really been getting good views. So you can come down here and see exactly, for example, First Choice Carpet Cleaners have had 10 views in the last 20 days or so. And you could go through and search for a company here. Okay, so that is site content. You can also come through here and have a look at your site speed. Probably not so important, but it is interesting to see average load times for different browsers. Also here there is the section for Adsense, and Adsense is Google's paid advertising on your site. They don't use this for here, but if you did have adverts on your site, you could track them through here. So it's just a really quick overview of what you can do with Google Analytics. Obviously, there's a ton more you can do, and you can really use it as an advanced tool if you want, or you can just come in and have a look at an overview and say, okay, on Thursday we had 147 visitors, which may be enough to suit your purposes. If you'd like some more information, visit www.digital-noir.com. Cheers.
Another feature proudly brought to you by Digital Noir.